Hi everyone, it's good to be back and it's good to see you again. Now it would be September 30, so it means it brings us to the end of my birthday post. So I'm going to continue sharing though on my YouTube. So for those of you who may have been occasionally following on Facebook, I want to invite you to come over to YouTube. You can subscribe, just type my name in and we can continue our journey there. So for today though, I had said in the last note that I would share now what my family, I started with my mom, and I'm going now to share what Donnelly would have said. You know, the thing about your family is that they live with you. They see you every day. So you can't pretend around them. So this is what this Miss Donnelly says. She's the first daughter I have here. Right. Our first daughter, Oakwood College graduate, valedictorian 2006, Carnegie graduate too of Carnegie Mellon 2008. So Donnelly says, I left Barbados in January 2003, so I was already gone by the time my mother started really documenting and sharing her journey with others. Often, when I returned home on vacation, people would ask me how my mother was, in that sad tone, with a hushed voice, while rubbing my arm as if trying to console me. I always smiled, assuring them that my mom was doing great, not being entirely sure what they wanted me to say. I never quite understood all the hubbub and fear over the situation. No one ever really knew what was wrong. In fact, I'm not sure if Mummy ever really knew what was wrong. Yet still, all these dire predictions of poor Mrs. Estwick's fate were flying around Barbados. Maybe she's being a little bit hyperbolic. From the beginning, Mummy expressed her complete faith in God, and her conviction was that she was following God's will. She was so certain, so calm and peaceful about her decision that I had no choice but to have faith in her faith. She knew that God would not let her down, and I trusted my mother's word. So by extension, I knew too that God would not let her down. If this was the path God told her to walk, then she would be perfectly okay. Perhaps on more than one occasion, she may have felt that I didn't care whether or not she died. In fact, on an occasion, she became quite angry at me and told me so. In a way, it probably did appear that way to her because all the while she was walking through her valley, I was never alarmed because I was already looking to the other side. Not once did I entertain the thought of my mother being hospitalized or even dying. Maybe if I kept up with all of the letters, I might have. Who knows? I have to read her book. I'll have to read her book to see all the details that I missed. All in all, I believe that my mother was truly in communication with God. She had heard God speaking to her. I had faith in what she told me because I knew her decisions were based on God's leading. So, if God told her she was going to be fine, but then I believe that she was truly going to be fine. And here we are 5 years later. In the letter, she said 5 years later. And look at that. She is fine. God is good. Now, it's 2022. When Donnie wrote that, she said 5 years later. Maybe you can do some mathematics there. Maths is not so much my thing. English is. All right, let me hurry on here. My time is nearly gone. So my comments now about Donnelly. Donnelly was with me in New York on my first overseas speaking appointment at the Uniondale Church. And so was very much aware that I was walking in the valley. Indeed, she was always so calm and cool to the point of not realizing it seemed to me that I really was facing a difficulty. She seemed at times to poke fun at my lifestyle changes. It may have been one of those times I lost my composure. It could happen sometimes. I cannot quite remember the specific details. However, On one occasion, as I was frying some flying fish, she asked with a bit of sniggering and twittering air, "Wait, Mummy, you're frying the fish with whole wheat flour now?" I know at times I may have been a pain with my comments to her about the danger of some foods. I may also have been a bit sensitive about her friendly little jibes at me. Though I made lifestyle changes which I believed were beneficial to the recovery of good health, I did not force my ideas on my family. I would still prepare on occasions, though not eat them myself, some of the tasty but not so strictly healthy dainties for them. I'm very glad that Donnelly could have been swept along on the hem of my voluminous skirt of faith. "Oh, Mom, enough of that healthy stuff. Give me some good old fish and chips." Thanks, Don. I love your humorous comment about your visits home. And that brings us to the end. I thoroughly enjoyed rereading this. This is wonderful. All right, so next time I'm going to tell you about what Derek Lynn said. Just imagine to have your family journeying with you. God is so awesome. I just really love his divine orchestration. Right, so listen, man, you coming back? Join me, please, on YouTube. You ain't gonna pay nothing. Right, so that we can continue this journey together. If you don't have the book, then this is a good way of being inspired maybe to get it. And if you do have it, you can go and read the remainder of the letters, the letter called Input from Others, where many friends journal, wrote their thoughts to me. All right, my long time gone, but you forgive me though, it's still my birth month. God bless you. So see you next time on YouTube or maybe on WhatsApp. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.